the UCC Deen Dine wasn't just a dinner or let's say an award session. It was an avenue that bind a lot of students together. I mean, students of University of Cape Coast. We had a student from KNUST, one from Legon, and then myself from um, Kumasi Technical University. It was an amazing avenue where we got to socialize. We ate an amazing food. We learnt one or two things. Most especially me myself, I learnt a whole lot of stuffs. I met a lot of people, and it was one event that you all shouldn't miss whenever you see the next time. Actually, as I mentioned earlier, I got an invite on the 3rd July, but the event was slated on the 19th. So I started preparing from one day to the other, and it was an event that I anticipated highly. Actually, the day arrived, I think, on the 18th. Actually, I left Kumasi on the 18th. That was 12, around 11 midnight. So by 12, I got on board. Actually, I saw two buses. We have the mini one, which was charging around 90 cedis or something, and the big one charging 120. Looking at convenience, I went for the 120 bus, and it was actually worth it. It was a convenient bus around 3 o'clock, or let's say 3:50 something a.m. I got to University of Cape Coast. I even slept. I slept throughout the journey due to the convenience of the bus. They nearly took me to Takrady, which one guy helped me and he said, "Are you not the guy who said he's going to University of Cape Coast?" I said, "Oh yeah, yeah." Then he said we are the venue, so I got down. You know, when you are new to a place, this is one funny story that I want to chip in. When you go somewhere like a new face, I met this taxi driver around 3 or let's say 4 a.m. And I told him I'm going to Valku. Habiba, one of the organizers who invited me personally, she said I should mention Valku Hall. So when I mentioned Valku, he said, okay, Valku is 20 cities. I was standing at the east gate, or I don't know, eastern gate. So he said Valku is 20 cities. I said, oh wait, that means me more 20 cities. 20 cities is way too high. So he said, oh okay, then I can pay 15. Lo and behold, the venue was just, I think, 3 minutes walk away from the gate. So I said, oh, okay, due to theft and fear, you know, you understand, whenever you're on campus, you have people around stealing from people and then snatching their stuff. So I said, okay, Jayanko. So I got in the taxi around, by 2 minutes time we got there. He said, okay, you drew. I said, huh? He said, yes, you drew alcohol. And I said, oh, okay. You drew alcohol there, then let me get down. I went there around 4. I met some cadets doing their 1, 2, 3 training, and I was like, oh wow. So I called Habiba. She said, oh, she's coming. Not knowing we had two vehicles. So they have vehicle, I think, I don't know what the name they call the other vehicle, but if you know, you can put it in the comment section. But it was not the main hall. So I had to walk back to the lorry station. I met the old man. He was looking at me. I was looking at him, but that was just a bygone, so I let it flow. So I met another taxi driver. I told him that I will be going to Vaku, but it is not the place that I went in the first place. So he said, oh, okay. Then, yeah, Trust Fund, Vaku Trust Fund. So he took me to Vaku Trust Fund. The fare he charged, that's none of your concern. I've paid it already. So I reached there. I called Habiba. Habiba told me throughout the night she couldn't sleep. Can you imagine? Just because she organized an event. And I asked her, is this her first time? She said, no, actually. But this time around, she's not feeling that good about the event. She's feeling anxious and other things. So we got there, we prayed Fajr. Okay, that was nice. After that, I had to hang around because the place that she booked, I mean, the hotel was not up yet. Guest house, let me put it that way. Because hotel, you might be thinking of a high charge. So she booked one of the amazing guest house. Yeah, and it was very, very convenient. But they told us we cannot check in at that time. So it was up to me. From my time to the time that we would check in, I had to do one or two things. So between resting and roaming, I was doing the two. I'll rest more and then I'll roam around and watch campus. So other 3 guests didn't arrive, so I had to be on my own. So around 9, she called me that, oh, they have this food. So I checked in also. From there, yeah, I had to wait. Around 12 p.m. or something. Uncle Abu also arrived, and then we had to wait for other two people. So I was just there, and then Osama and topmost MC Abdul Rashid, they arrived, so we had to go and then check in. So when we got to the place, everything was nice, everything was great. We had to drop our bags and everything. Okay, that was good. Check out for part 2. I'll talk about our experience in the avenue, or let's say the venue or the guest house, our experience and everything. So you will check out for part 2.